So much energy. Mohammed, the Gypsy.
This bout.
And this one has all of those big fight. And there's the bell to start the round. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? The straight right just misses. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. We wanted action, and they are delivering.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That hook had to hurt. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
Very smart, very sharp. This is the fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Insane action. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Couldn't land that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you, and push his own weight on him.
He missed with that jab. The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw the hook, didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nope, that jab not going to score. And he scores with the counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. From this, they ring the bell, and here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighters.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
That counter shot lands. Couldn't land that jab. Trying to land that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. The right hook just missed. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. The courage on display here is incredible. Nice slip to avoid the jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. You know that bell. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
How about that time counter shot? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Can't land that jab. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job. Can't land that jab.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This fighter continues to show how much heart he's got, but the corner may have to intervene here.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger-happy.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. A perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Ali. They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Both men step back for just a moment. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
The jab misses. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Jab does not score. Missing with the left hook. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. That big hook doesn't land. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Every time they drop, Tyson Fury just got rocked. Do you believe this? And right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Can't find a home for that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Let's talk about Ali in that. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. So much firepower here. You've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. One punch could change everything in this battle.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Some bruising, heavy shots. Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here?
Are you okay?
And the referee's going to allow him to fight. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Just missed with that hook. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He threw a punch and just got countered. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Incredible work rate. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Can't find a home with that jab.
That's it. You're breaking his arse.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. These punches coming from every angle. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. The jab doesn't quite connect. The jab doesn't quite connect. He just misses with that jab. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. How much cardio? They ring the bell, and here we go. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, slept right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Catch and shoot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. What? If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. That jab won't score.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
The straight right just misses. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That will do it. They want no more. I can't believe it. They are...